Welcome to Healthy Life Keys, your trusted place for smart aging and lifelong strength. Here's a fact that might surprise you. Over 70% of older adults experience bloating, fatigue, or weakness after meals, even when they're eating healthy foods. But what if the problem isn't what you eat, but how you combine it? What if two foods, ones you probably eat every week, are silently blocking your nutrient absorption, slowing your muscle repair, and leaving you feeling heavier, weaker, or more tired than you should? And here's the kicker. It's not junk food. It's everyday items like yogurt, fruit, tea, rice, and even your morning eggs. Could the way you build your plate be working against your health? If you care about protecting your strength, energy, and independence, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Healthy Life Keys, and share it with someone you love. Because today, we're exposing the 5 food pairings you should never combine after 60 and how to fix them. One simple meal at a time. Let's get started. Section 1. Overloading animal proteins at breakfast. That hearty, protein-packed breakfast might sound like it's helping your muscles, but after 60, it could be doing just the opposite. We often think that loading up on protein first thing in the morning is the key to preserving strength. And while protein is essential, especially as we age, how much we eat and when we eat, it matters more than most people realize. According to research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and the Journal of Gerontology, medical sciences, older adults require about 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, but that should be evenly distributed across meals. The body can only process roughly 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal for muscle synthesis. Beyond that, the excess protein isn't effectively used. It's either excreted or stored as fat. Here's why. As we age, the stomach produces less hydrochloric acid and pepsin, which are essential for breaking down animal proteins. This makes digestion slower and less efficient. High-protein breakfasts like eggs, sausage, cheese, and milk can overwhelm the gut, leading to bloating, fatigue, and poor nutrient absorption. A 2022 study, published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, found that seniors who divided their daily protein across 3 meals had 28% better muscle retention than those who consumed most of their protein at dinner or breakfast alone. Instead of overloading one meal, spread your protein out. Try 25 grams at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For example, 1 boiled egg with spinach and almonds in the morning, grilled chicken with lentils at lunch, and baked salmon with steamed broccoli at night. Do you usually get most of your protein in one meal? Or do you spread it out? Drop your routine in the comments below. Now, protein isn't the only nutrient affected by timing. Let's explore how calcium might be quietly blocking another essential mineral, iron. Section 2, calcium and iron. Did you know that taking calcium and iron together can reduce your iron absorption by over 60%, even if you're eating all the right foods? It sounds unbelievable, but this interaction is well documented. Both calcium and iron are essential minerals, yet they compete for the same absorption channels in your digestive system. When taken at the same time, whether through food or supplements, calcium almost always wins the battle. According to a comprehensive review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, calcium can decrease iron absorption by 50 to 67% when consumed in the same meal. That's not just a small dip. That's a nutrient robbery your body feels, especially over time. Iron is critical for transporting oxygen in the blood, energizing your muscles, and keeping your mind sharp. Without enough iron, you may feel tired, weak, dizzy, or even breathless after mild activity. For seniors, low iron levels can also increase the risk of falls, confusion, and weakened immunity. And here's the catch. Many multivitamins designed for seniors include both calcium and iron in a single pill, rendering the iron significantly less effective. In my own practice, I've seen patients gain measurable energy and better lab results simply by changing when they take their supplements. What you can do. Take your calcium supplements at a different time from your main meals. Try mid-morning or just before bed. Keep iron-rich meals focused. Include foods like beef, spinach, lentils, or fortified cereals, and pair them with vitamin C sources like bell peppers or oranges to enhance absorption. Have you ever felt low in energy despite eating well? It might not be what you eat, but when? Let me know your experience in the comments. Up next, we're looking at a seemingly healthy food duo, yogurt and fruit, that could be causing digestive trouble you didn't see coming. Section 3. Yogurt and sour fruit. What if your favorite healthy breakfast, Greek yogurt with a few slices of orange or kiwi, is the reason you feel bloated by mid-morning? Yogurt has earned its reputation as a gut-friendly superfood, thanks to the probiotics it contains. These beneficial bacteria help support digestion and immunity. But there's a catch. Yogurt is also a dairy product, and dairy digestion requires a calm, moderately acidic environment in your stomach. Now here's where things go wrong. When you add sour or citrus fruits, like pineapple, oranges, or kiwi, to your yogurt bowl, you disrupt that balance. These fruits are high in natural acids, and when they hit your stomach alongside dairy, they trigger premature fermentation. That means the yogurt curdles faster, becomes harder to digest, and may even lead to gas, bloating, or acid reflux. For adults over 60, this issue becomes more common. Why? Because our natural supply of lactase, the enzyme needed to break down lactose in dairy, declines with age. In fact, a survey by the National Institutes of Health reported that about 65% of adults worldwide experience some level of lactose malabsorption, and that number climbs with age. Many of my older patients are surprised to learn that their morning light and healthy yogurt with citrus was behind their stomach discomfort. Once we swapped in gentler fruit options like ripe bananas, soft pears, or stewed apples, the difference was immediate. Less bloating, smoother digestion, and a lot more comfort throughout the day. Stick with low-acid fruits when pairing with yogurt. Bananas, blueberries, or even a few soft dates are all excellent choices. For extra digestive support, stir in chia seeds or a sprinkle of oats. Have you ever felt unusually gassy or heavy after a yogurt breakfast? Let me know below. I'd love to hear which fruits work best for your digestion. Now let's talk about another everyday habit, your morning cup of coffee or tea, and how it might be quietly interfering with your nutrient absorption. Section 4. Tea, coffee, and micronutrient theft. Did you know drinking tea or coffee with a meal can reduce your iron absorption by up to 79%, even if your plate is full of nutritious food? It might sound hard to believe, but it is true. That warm mug of tea or rich cup of coffee you enjoy with breakfast or lunch may be silently interfering with how your body absorbs key nutrients, especially iron and zinc. Here is why. Both tea and coffee contain compounds called tannins in tea and caffeine in both, which bind to minerals in your digestive tract. When you consume these beverages with meals, especially those rich in iron, such as beef, spinach, lentils, or fortified cereals, those minerals form insoluble complexes. These complexes cannot be absorbed, which means the nutrients simply pass through your body unused. A study published in The Lancet found that drinking black tea with a meal reduced non-heme iron absorption by as much as 79%. That's the iron from plant-based sources. Even heme iron, the kind found in meat, dropped by up to 40%. Zinc, which supports immune function, wound healing, and muscle repair, is also blocked by these same compounds. I recall a 72-year-old patient who was recovering from anemia. She was eating iron-rich foods daily, but still felt exhausted. The problem? She drank coffee with every meal. Once she waited an hour after eating before enjoying her coffee, her hemoglobin levels increased by 1.2 grams per deciliter within 2 months, and her energy returned. Delay your tea or coffee by at least 45 to 60 minutes after meals. If you want a warm drink with food, go for herbal teas like peppermint or chamomile, which are gentle and do not interfere with nutrient absorption. Do you usually sip coffee or tea with your meals or afterward? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your routine. Now let's shift to another overlooked pairing: sweet fruits and starches. The order you eat them in could be working against your muscle health. Section 5. Sweet fruits plus starches. Did you know that eating sweet fruit right after a starchy meal can spike your blood sugar higher than a soda and may reduce your muscle recovery by up to 15%? This might sound surprising, but multiple studies have shown that food order and timing have a big impact on how our bodies process nutrients, especially as we age. Sweet fruits like bananas, mangoes, and grapes contain natural sugars, which are not a problem by themselves. But when eaten immediately after starchy foods like white rice, pasta, or potatoes, they trigger a rapid glucose spike. This spike leads to a sharp rise in insulin, the hormone that manages blood sugar. But insulin does more than just handle glucose. It also tells the body to pause fat burning and slow muscle repair. A 2014 study from the Journal of Endocrinology and Metabolism found that high insulin levels after meals blunted muscle protein synthesis by 15% in older adults. Another report from the American Diabetes Association highlights that repeated glucose spikes are linked to inflammation and loss of muscle strength over time. Additionally, a 2021 study published in Nutrients found that people over 65 who ate high glycemic fruits right after meals had greater belly fat and weaker hand grip strength, a key sign of aging muscle decline. Eat fruit at the right time. Try enjoying it 30 to 60 minutes before a meal, or wait at least an hour afterward. And choose low glycemic fruits, like berries, apples, or pears, which release sugar slowly and protect your energy levels. Have you ever noticed feeling tired after a sweet fruit dessert with lunch? Tell us in the comments. Your insights could help others find their balance too. We've covered a lot of surprising food pairings. Now let's tie it all together and look at how to apply these tips daily for lasting health and strength. Section 6. Smart eating for stronger aging. You don't need to start a new diet or throw away your favorite foods. What you need is better timing and a little nutritional strategy. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. These 5 small but meaningful adjustments can make a significant difference in how your body digests, absorbs, and uses the nutrients you're already eating. Here's a recap of the smart shifts you can start today. Protein. Aim for 25 to 30 grams per meal. Spread it evenly, morning, noon, and evening, to help your muscles repair and maintain strength. Calcium versus iron. Separate these two by at least 2 hours. Take calcium mid-morning or before bed. Enjoy iron-rich meals with vitamin C to boost absorption. Yogurt and fruit. Stick with low-acid fruits like bananas or berries to reduce bloating and support your gut. Tea and coffee, delay them 45 to 60 minutes after eating, so you don't block iron and zinc absorption. Sweet fruits and starch. Avoid combining them right away. Either eat fruit before the meal or an hour later to keep insulin in check and protect muscle repair. These aren't strict rules. They're small, science-backed tweaks that respect how your body changes with age. In fact, studies have shown that older adults who make even modest improvements in nutrient timing report better digestion, more stable energy, and improved muscle function within just a few weeks. Which one of these changes do you feel ready to try first? Thank you for watching Healthy Life Keys. Today, we uncovered 5 surprising food combinations that could be slowing your muscle recovery and draining your energy, like too much protein at once, calcium-blocking iron, and fruits that spike blood sugar when timed poorly. The good news? You do not need to change what you eat, just how and when you eat it. If this helped you feel more informed and in control, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to Healthy Life Keys, and share it with someone who cares about aging strong. Every small change you make adds up, especially when it comes to staying mobile, independent, and energized at any age. Thanks again for joining us. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.